Centuries before the microchip, humans engineered sophisticated physical systems using nothing but thread and tension. At its most basic level, weaving operates on a binary logic. It is a sequence of over and under, a physical language dictated by a strict, repeatable mechanical code. The structure relies on two components. The warp consists of vertical threads held under high tension to form a stationary skeleton. The weft are the horizontal threads that interlace with that skeleton to build the fabric. A loom executes three primary motions in a fixed loop. First, shedding lifts specific warp threads to create a gap. Next, picking carries the weft across that opening. Finally, beating up pushes the new thread firmly against the edge to compact the weave. This mechanical loop was eventually automated by the Jacquard loom. By using a chain of punched cards to lift individual threads, the loom became a programmable machine, one that directly inspired the architecture of early computing. While the loom is a tool for making cloth, it operates as a mechanical processor, one designed to store and output complex patterns through a rigorous system of physical data. But these machines do more than produce fabric. They transmit cultural records. And when the machine stops, the record fades. Today, mass production and rapid globalization are beginning to displace these handmade traditions. In many regions, the specialized knowledge to operate these looms is being replaced by factory automation. When these mechanical traditions are lost, the specific historical identities and social codes they carry, knowledge that was never written down, simply stop being transmitted to the next generation. West African kente cloth is a prime example of this unwritten information system. Historically worn by the Ashanti king, it serves as a visual language that communicates status and lineage. To create it, weavers use a narrow loom to produce individual strips of fabric. These strips are densely packed with patterns before being sewn together into a larger, coherent whole. The information is encoded through color. Gold represents royalty and high status. Green indicates growth and harvest, while black signifies maturity and spiritual energy. Complexity is layered into the geometric motifs. For instance, the twisted and kinkim pattern is a physical representation of life's winding journey, a piece of philosophical data woven into the grid. If every symbol is a word and every strip is a sentence, a finished kente cloth functions as a complete historical and philosophical document. This engineering of culture extends beyond textiles into physical architecture. In Mali, the Dogon people built their settlements directly into sheer sandstone cliffs. Every aspect of Dogon life is a calibrated system designed to maintain societal order and preserve their understanding of the cosmos. The center of this system is the Toguna, or the House of Words. Its structural logic is highly intentional, featuring 8 pillars that represent the first ancestors of the community. The Toguna is engineered for conflict resolution. Its roof is built deliberately low, so that if a man stands up abruptly in anger during a meeting, he hits his head. The architecture physically enforces a peaceful posture. Data is also transmitted through ritual mechanisms. Every 60 years, the Siki ceremony synchronizes the population, while the towering Kanaga masks act as physical icons of their cosmological history. The Dogon do not just live in these villages, they inhabit a carefully engineered sociological machine designed to outlast individual lifespans. Today, these systems face a specific kind of erosion. Kente is displaced by cheap, machine-printed replicas, while Dogon social structures are fracturing under the pressures of tourism and regional conflict. A machine-printed pattern mimics the look of kente, but it bypasses the weave's physical logic. Without the physical labor of the loom, the cultural information tied to the pattern is severed from the object. To address this, organizations like UNESCO have established frameworks to safeguard intangible cultural heritage. These programs fund the preservation of living practices, like Egyptian puppetry or Gambian rites, recognizing that while monuments can be rebuilt, unwritten cultural knowledge is much harder to recover. Ghana recently took this a step further. In late 2025, the government officially registered kente cloth as a geographical indication, or GI, product. This legal protection means that to be called kente, the cloth must be woven using traditional techniques in designated communities. The code of the craft is now protected by law. Traditional practices are not relics, they are living libraries of human ingenuity. Protecting them is about safeguarding the specific algorithms of resilience and identity that make us human.